I've just been provided the recommendations by the Islamabad High Court.
You have?
I've just gotten them.
This is CMA 3612 of 2024.
Ji.
Learned Attorney
Ji.
General, is it unanimous? Unanimous?
पढ़िए जी.
Is it unanimous?
Yes.
I believe so.
He's just got-
I believe so, yes, sir.
Anyone
No.
objected to the letter that was sent?
I suppose no, sir.
Let's read them.
In the matter of letter dated 25th March 2024 of the 6 judges of the Islamabad High
वो
Court.
छोड़े ना.
Ji.
Come to the. I'm direct.
I am directed to say that the Honorable Chief Justice and judges in full court meeting have been pleased to propose as following. 1. The independence of judiciary is a constitutional imperative which is to be ensured in letter and spirit by every organ of the state. In the wake of the recent events, it was resolved that a mechanism will be put in place through which members of the district judiciary may lodge a complaint regarding intimidation and or interference with judicial work to the Islamabad High Court or either the respective district judge and or the inspection judge, who shall either forward the complaint or reduce the same in writing and place the same for consideration by the administration committee. The appropriate remedial action is to be taken in accordance with the decision of the administration committee. The timeline for lodging a complaint shall be 7 days from the date of the incident. 2. The decision be taken by the administration committee where interference with judicial work is alleged to a person not in the service of Pakistan. Appropriate criminal proceedings may be instituted. Where, however, interference is by a person in the service of Pakistan or in the service of any government-controlled organization, the administration committee may decide either to lodge a formal complaint to the head of the division, organization, or to institute proceedings for contempt of court as the case may be. That High Court shall make rules in exercise of the powers conferred by Article 2043 of the Constitution to ensure independence of the judiciary and to devise a mechanism for taking stringent action against all those who interfere with judicial work or malign members of the judiciary. 4. That it shall be mandatory for every judicial officer to report interference in judicial work, whether through intimidation or otherwise, to the High Court, through the district judge and or inspection judge within 7 days, and failure in this regard may amount to misconduct.
There is also an additional note filed by Justice Ijaz.
Ji.
No, but
So
factual position.
Ji. I have this letter which says the additional note, and then with this letter, conduct.
ये बताइए.
Ji, अच्छा.
Yeah, kindly, please, will you read
ये-
Justice Ijaz's note?
ये बताइए. ये जो चीजें 4 points हैं, can the High Court do it itself or not under the Constitution?
High Court can, and I think no one can disagree with what
Where
they
is
have
the
proposed.
Constitution provisions? Read the Constitution provisions.
My Lord. My Lord, Article 203 and then the High Court rules under which the administration committee is constituted. With regards to the district judiciary, each High Court shall supervise and control all courts subordinate to it.
Which of these provisions do not come within the domain of the High Court?
My Lord, I think all of them, I think the High Court can.
Now
in my opinion.
I pose a constitutional question to you. If we direct the High Court, are we acting in accordance with the Constitution? Are we undermining the independence of the High Court?
My Lord,
Because you see, we have to be very, very careful. We should also not interfere in the workings of the High Courts. Because there have been instances where the Supreme Court has interfered in the workings of the High Court and the results have not been good. So if these are the proposals, the High Court can implement them tomorrow.
My learned Attorney General,
Hello.
first let us appreciate which each High Court is saying. What phenomena are they highlighting? Then we can come to this, because if the institution, within the institution there's a culture that there will be no response, that judges can never be fearless. So before
Well, then let's
going
read the
through-
next one then. Let's read all of them. Which one are you reading next?
इससे पहले जरा अगर आप जस्टिस इजाज का नोट पढ़ लें
Our order had restricted ourselves to the high courts. Now, if we read each judge keeps sending things separately, we can read all of them, and of course we will be benefited from them as well. But then our order did not say that. Either they said he should say, I don't agree with this note, then it's a different matter. I don't understand. It's not a judgment that is being written. I write a separate note. The court has agreed. We can read it later. I think the High Court.
Leonard, Attorney General, I think to appreciate Islamabad High Court's point of view, let us read it on record.
Conclusions of the
Letter.
उसका conclusion पढ़ दूं या preface?
नहीं, पढ़ लीजिएगा letter, नोट भी लगा दें.
हमारा है सर वो उसमें
Yes, it
preface
has
से
come
start
from a
होगा.
high court.
जी जी obviously.
In response to our notice.
मैं उसका आप conclusion कह रहे हैं पढ़ने का या preface
पढ़
से start?
लीजिएगा उनका लेटर क्या कह रहे हैं.
जी
चले पढ़ लें.
जी. I can read out the conclusion first.
I was just trying to resolve this matter as quickly as possible. But yes, we can certainly read it. Please go ahead and read it.
Page 11 is the conclusion, but this letter obviously details certain facts and then the provisions, and then I can read out the conclusion if you mind. Conclusions. A.
Which page are you?
Page 11 of this note, sir, which is the additional note, but obviously the original is signed by the entire High Court. It's the full.
Ji.
Conclusions. A. Mandatory reporting with consequences for not reporting, followed by escalation to judicial contempt on inaction of the report. B. Promulgation of the judicial, within brackets, institutional code of conduct for all tiers of the judiciary. C. Revisions to the High Court rules. 1. To vest the functions of bench formation and case listing in the Administrative Committee in line with the Supreme Court Practice and Procedure Act 2023. 2. To eliminate misuse of administrative powers for targeted judicial outcomes. And 3. To reinvigorate the institution of the full court within the disciplines appropriate to a corporate body. D. Promulgation of code of conduct and ethics for the subordinate judiciary. E. Promulgation of rules for the conduct of judicial contempt under Article 2043 of the Constitution. F. Parliamentary hearings on reference by the full court as an institutional remedy adjunct to the contempt remedy. These are the conclusions. I may now read out the Lahore High Court, sir. The CMA 3610, sir. Page 2, sir.
Relevant पढ़ लें सिर्फ. When the meeting was held,
ये Leonard Attorney General, page 7 में पैरा 2 पढ़ लीजिए.
ये पेज 6 से शुरू होता है ना इनकी रिकमेंडेशन, वो पढ़े ना, पैरा 2 से शुरू होता है.
जी
की बात करें.
So page 7 onwards, sir.
Yes, no, पेज 6 से नीचे से पैराग्राफ 2 से शुरू होता है.
Paragraph 2, the participants thereafter turn by turn expressed their views in detail on the issue. It was concluded in the full court meeting as under.
Page 7. Up.
1. All the judges of this court unanimously appreciate the above-mentioned order, that is, order dated 3/4/2024 in suo motu case number 1 of 2024 of the Honorable Supreme Court of Pakistan, whereby it is directed that the High Courts as well as
This is not really a proposal or suggestion.
Leonard Attorney General पैरा 2 से पढ़िए.
It is considered to be very encouraging for the judges of this court that the Honorable Supreme Court of Pakistan has passed the above-mentioned order for the first time in the judicial history of this country to address the most sensitive and grave issue being faced by the judges of the superior courts as well as by the judges of the district judiciary.
इधर रुक जाइए. What are they saying? That this is a continuing and persistent phenomena.
My Lord. It was further observed that the principle of trichotomy of power is well entrenched in the Constitution, which guarantees judicial independence at the institutional level, including the individual judges. The constitutional norms dictate that government, its institutions, agencies must respect and observe the independence of the judiciary. The constitutional guarantee of independence of the judiciary ensures rule of law, realization of fundamental rights, and stability of the society. A functional democracy and civilian supremacy are effected and materialized in the presence of a vibrant, free, independent, and neutral judiciary. The freedom granted to the judges to decide cases according to their oath, uninfluenced by other factors, is crucial for equality of parties before the courts. 3. It was further unanimously resolved that no one should get an impression that there is any division or grouping in the judges of this court, Lahore High Court within brackets, on account of minor differences of opinions or dissenting notes given in the judgments, because the impression of division or grouping in the judiciary is intentionally highlighted by some individuals on the electronic, print, and social media for the benefit of the third party. Therefore, there should be a loud and clear message that all the judges of this court are standing united, and they also fully support the Honorable Chief Justice and Honorable Judges of the Supreme Court of Pakistan, who have been dealing with such like issues and other most sensitive matters of the country with courage and bravery.
This is the paragraph which is very important. Paragraph 4.
It is also unanimously proposed that the code of conduct of the judges of the superior judiciary and district judiciary may be amended, and there should be a complete ban on the meetings of the judges with the members of the agencies, save in the cases of close blood relationships. It should be made mandatory for every judicial officer to immediately disclose to the district and sessions judge, the Chief Justice of the High Court, and to the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Pakistan if any attempt is made to interfere in his judicial work. A permanent cell may be constituted at the High Court and the Supreme Court level to process such reports, complaints, and their decisions in accordance with the law. 5. The agencies, individuals involved in phone tapping.
Because in Balochistan, the lower judiciary did not have a code of conduct. Does the Lahore judiciary have it?
I think
High
they are
Court rules and
proposing.
orders में there is a conduct for district judiciary. जी, High Court
Rules and orders, Lahore High Court का मंगवाएं.
code of conduct है district judiciary का पता नहीं. I think that's been adopted by some of the other high courts. You can read paragraph 5.
Para 5. The agencies individuals involved in phone tapping or audio video recording, etc. of the judges and their families be identified and proceeded against in accordance with the law. 6. If a judge of the High Court or district judiciary is approached, intimidated or blackmailed by any member of the state agencies executive, then the said judge, apart from taking initiating other legal proceedings against the responsible person, may also initiate contempt proceedings against him, them, or he may proceed in the matter as envisaged under Section 228 PPC as the case may be. 7. The Chief Justice, the District and Sessions Judge, and the Judge himself should immediately try to secure the CCTV camera recordings, phone recordings, or other evidence which can be secured through modern devices, etc., in case any attempt or interference in the independence of judiciary is made by the executive agencies. 8. There always remain more chances of interference in ATC, NAB, and anti-corruption courts where sensitive matters are decided. Therefore, the High Court should be empowered to directly make transfer posting of the judges of the said court without the approval, interference of the federal provincial government, and relevant provisions of law in this respect be directed to be amended accordingly.
Our High Court also says about interference.
Yeah.
There is interference.
If the relevant judge of the High Court or the district judiciary himself does not initiate contempt or other legal proceedings, in that case he may report the incident with full details to the Chief Justice or the district and sessions judge, as the case may be. On receipt of the report from a judge of the High Court, the Chief Justice shall constitute a suitable bench comprising of at least 5 senior judges of the court to hear and decide the said case. In the case of incident reported by a judge of the High Court, the matter shall also be brought into the notice of the Honorable Chief Justice of Pakistan, who may also take proper action on the said complaint if deemed necessary, provided the cognizance of the matter has already not been taken by the concerned judge himself or the High Court. Likewise, on receipt of report from a judge of the district judiciary, the district and sessions judge, apart from taking any other legal action, shall proceed in the matter as envisaged under Section 228 PPC. He shall also report the matter to the Chief Justice of the High Court. Same procedure shall be adopted by the judges of special courts, ex-cadre courts. 10. Presumption of truth shall be attached to the complaint affidavit of a judge. Moreover, Moreover, as envisaged under Section 17(3) of the Contempt of Court Ordinance 2003, the complainant, supported by the affidavit of the judge, shall not be liable to be cross-examined by any party to the case. 11. If a complaint is made by the judge of the High Court or the District Judiciary on the above-mentioned issue, then it shall be ensured that the complainant is not unjustly victimized, as it happened in some cases in the recent past. 12. The burden to establish that the allegations leveled in the complaint of a judge were not true shall be on the respondent of the case, within brackets, executive oblique
The
state.
next para is important.
Next. 13. Large majority of the judges present in the meeting also observed with great concern that the interference of agencies oblique executive in the independence of judiciary is an open secret, and the earlier judgments of the Honorable Supreme Court of Pakistan to prevent the said interference have proved to be ineffective. Therefore, the judges of this court expect that the Honorable Supreme Court of Pakistan, in its final judgment in Suo Moto case number 1 of 2024, may give a comprehensive mechanism to deal with the matters mentioned in paragraph number 13
Mr.
of
Attorney
order.
General, is, to my mind, the essence of the Lahore High Court submission that this is an open secret that the independence of judiciary is being violated, and also that they now look up to this court to devise a mechanism because the earlier judgments have proved ineffective. So, in a way, the High Courts are actually beseeching the Supreme Court that this is high time that we put our foot down and do something about it.
I think one aspect
and-
should also be considered. There is or has been or may be interference from within. So I would say any kind of interference from any source. Okay, we will not countenance this interference. Yes, we must never countenance such interference. But can a Chief Justice call a judge and say, decide a case in this manner? You should.
Both independence from within,
Mr.
but
Attorney
also from
General,
without.
you should raise your finger to us as well. That if you want a true independent court, then the civil judge in Makran should be as powerful as the Chief Justice of Pakistan. How dare the Chief Justice of Pakistan interfere in his working? When we devise mechanisms for interference, such as monitoring judges, that is undermining the independence of the judiciary, in my opinion. When we mandate the role of intelligence agencies by constituting JITs, which are not provided for any law other than ATC laws, we undermine the independence of the judiciary. So all these suggestions should incorporate anyone. Otherwise, what we are saying is, once we assume a position of a judge, we are from the same society. We are from this community of lawyers that we come here. We may be good, we may be bad. The bad doesn't end when you are elevated. So interference of any kind, from any source, any phone call, that should also be equally for a judge, civil judge. Maybe that's more fearful than some. We are focusing on one particular thing on the executive. We should also call about self-accountability within the judiciary. And has there not been interference, and the greatest of interference from within and the highest court of the land? That's a matter of history. We can go into specific cases also.
So that's great.
To achieve certain results, certain things were said, certain things were done. So I had made it clear the very first day, I will never accept any interference from any source. And there has not been a single complaint since my assumption of this office to me or to the Registrar of the Supreme Court. We are now dealing with a past transaction. I would say very good. I commend that it is being done. But let's not then make it political and just say, for this period of time we are going to do it, and for that period of time let's close it, eyes to it. Let's either do it for all periods of time. That's also selective accountability and can become the worst kind of accountability in certain cases. So this, we have seen how these institutions have been manipulated. My thing from day one has been simply speak the truth. The past is the past. Let's grow up now. Let's at least acknowledge If we are just going to cast blame on each other endlessly, there is no future for us. What has happened, we all know that. So it's an open secret. Tell us the dates when it happened. It's an open secret. Everyone uses this phrase. Give us instances. Yes, call me. I'll give you instances of how judiciary has been manipulated. I'll give you instances from this court itself. So let's be very clear about it. We want to tackle it. We will not be manipulated by being used by a political force, a political agency, or another intelligence agency, or any group of lawyers, or even the government of Pakistan, because this suits them in this particular juncture and something doesn't suit them. So when we put this, only we should put any source. Let it be said from any judge. I don't see. All the judges seem to, that is out. Registrar calls judges. I mean, shall be called for witness from among the lawyers. How many registrars have called judges to do what? There's another interference in the judiciary. Our presidents of the lower bar don't force their way into the judges' chamber. Is that not interference?
My lord, I think
strikes not another form of interference. So ये सारी बातें ख्याल में रखें.
I think I absolutely endorse the Honorable Chief Justice, but speaking for myself, you see, that's, if it is not happening, it's our internal weakness. That can be dealt with. But if the state becomes the aggressor against a judge, that is what all the high courts are highlighting. And that is a serious matter. The High Court of Lahore is endorsing what the Islamabad High Court has said. It is a continuing, and we all know that it is happening and it has happened. And the judges, they fear reporting because, my learned Attorney General, since the last hearing, what has happened to a judge of the Islamabad High Court, his personal data, which cannot be accessed
It's a crime, sir.
by a private person, was put on the social media.
Yes.
That is an intimidation. That is what affects a judge, and all those matters, mind you. My lord is on the bench, 2.5 hours of Judicial Commission's meeting. Each one of them was discussed. Even his green card was mentioned, and he was opposed by the judges from within and from outside because he was independent. Now, it is about independent judges. The internal problems, it is for us to sort out. It is the external, the state is to protect the judges and independence of judiciary. When it becomes the aggressor, which each high court is saying, that is what is the issue. And it is happening. It is a phenomena that has happened for the last 76 years. And this is what each high court is endorsing. It is happening today.
My lord, if I may,
Attorney General,
just a brief response.
Mr. Attorney General, just a second. I mean, let me just share how I look at this entire matter. You see, it is not about the whole case is about independence of judiciary, be it within the judiciary or be it without judiciary. I think we cannot say that without we give preference to this or the other. There cannot be any interference in the judiciary. We take off the internal matters could be sorted out internally, as rightly said, but now we have this opportunity today in this case to settle the score and fix the matter for all times to come. I'm not too concerned about one particular incident. We're talking about a generic system, a code to be put in place today that this should not happen. This should not happen from outside. This should not happen from inside. This is a golden opportunity that we have today to lay down a code that this firewall has to be built, that no more of this. So we can start off with the external pressures, we can come down to internal pressures, but we have to deal with it. These high courts have actually reached out to us to say this. These high courts have all these powers to do it themselves, but they haven't done it so far. The matter has landed on our table now today. अगर करना होता तो वो कर लेते, पिछले कितने सालों से वो कर लेते, सारी पावर्स कंटेम्प्ट की भी उनकी हैं, कर लेते. The question is, they haven't done it. the case is landed here as apex court. Could we just brush aside this thing and say, no, High Court, aap jab kar lo, jaake karo, hame kya pata kya karna hai, tum khud kar lo. We should empower the High Courts. We are, by interfering in this matter, actually empowering the High Courts, empowering the district judiciary, empowering the entire judiciary, and I don't think it's interference in any matter. It is actually empowering my courts in the country. So, as I see it, we need to sit down and lay down a code which is a clear firewall against all sorts of excesses. I'm not concerned about person A, B, C. My case is very clear. I just want to look at the system. The system has to be put in place that this cannot happen, and there has to be a mode and mechanism, which the High Courts have very ably come up with a process that if something happens to a civil judge, what's the process? If something happens to the High Court judge, what happens? High Court is being empowered to take action. If High Court doesn't do it, what does the Supreme Judicial Council do? Unless and until Supreme Judicial Council and all these forums, a mechanism is put in place, we're back to square one. So if this is an opportunity, we have 3 cases earlier. We have the Benazir case, we have the Chaudhry Iftikhar case, we have my lords, there's a case on Dharna judgment, and then there is the latest one. All these cases are there, and the High Courts are saying it's still not working. So there has to be something in addition to what has happened so far. This particular mechanism that we need to lay down has to have something more to it so that it's more effective. That is what, so I look at it, personally speaking for myself, I look at it as a system to be put in place rather than talking about one incident, the other incidents, what happened when, what happened where. I'm not concerned. I know that this is, I'm just firewalling my institution against interference, be it internal, be it external. So I think this is a golden opportunity to lay down a code.
And Mr. AG,
Sir,
Mr. AG,
क्या इसमें बता सोचने वाली बात
I
है?
completely support this, sir.
Mr. AG,
And my lord, एक चीज है,
my
I
lord,
was responding to my lord.
just-
Responding, मैं आपका सुन लेता हूँ, मैं
just add
respond
one
just
करूँगा.
add one thing.
Let me just add
Jamal
one.
Sahab is,
Just-
has
you know,
spoken.
just add-
Jamal Sahab, आप बात करें.
Just add one thing. What my lord, Justice Mansoor Shah said. This is not only interference. You see, since we have taken this notice, especially 2 of our learned members of the bench have been targeted. This is not interference. This is a threat to the 2 judges.
मैं उसी को ही respond करना चाहता हूँ.
आप देखें,
Shameful है,
देखें एक
disgusting है,
सुन ले
It has to go beyond shameful.
Attorney General,
It is
Attorney
shameful,
General,
not enough.
No, it's not enough. You have to respond to
Attorney
this.
General,
बात कंप्लीट कर लो.
This is unacceptable और
जी
इसका
साहब
response
जरा
होना
सुन ले,
चाहिए.
बात कंप्लीट करने दे. देखिए, और तो छोड़े, हाई कोर्ट के जजेस को तो छोड़ दें कि उन्होंने एक शिकायत की है. शिकायत तो जो उनका अशर हुआ है, हमने जो नोटिस लिया, हमारे साथ क्या हो रहा है? क्या इस तरीके से इंडिपेंडेंस हो सकती है? क्या आप मेंबर के पर्सनल इस पे जजमेंट आ चुकी है? हम एक जजमेंट और देते तो क्या होगा?
बिल्कुल.
अगर इसी तरह होना, हम 10 जजमेंट और देते हैं.
नहीं सर, ये तो जो
देखिए अटर्नी जनरल साहब,
I think, Zara sir, let's
Attorney General
finish
साहब,
reading it, then we can give our opinions later.
Let me just complete. 2018 में जो malicious campaigns, but that is part of our job. We are under an oath. We have never cared about it. मैंने अपना कभी भी नहीं कहा. But when the children's and the wives
Yes.
and family members data is stolen from the government departments, the immigration and NADRA, the presumption and entire onus is on the state. You cannot just make a statement that it is shameful.
No, sir, it
That
is a crime,
is-
sir.
listen.
It's a crime, sir.
People,
Crime.
it is difficult in this country to speak the truth.
A crime, sir.
Those brave enough who speak the truth, there are judges we know जिनको सिर्फ कहते हैं कि तुम्हारा बच्चा फलां जगह में पढ़ता है, and it's the state which is doing it.
You see now,
Let us be honest
Mr.
about it.
Attorney General,
Sorry, I must intervene. We can keep giving our opinions. Can we just finish seeing what the high courts who had we actually pursuant in order asked for? Let's read those, then we can discuss the matter further. आप कौन सा पढ़ रहे थे अभी आप?
can I just make one comment before we read the thing? मैं आपको बताना चाह रहा हूँ कि if we don't address this issue today, we're going to lose out on a lot. मैं आपको ये बताना चाहता हूँ, why is it ये फोन उधर रख दो, इस फोन को उधर रखो, फोन को उधर रख के बात करो, इधर आ जाओ, उधर बात करो, ये क्या हो रहा है? What sort of a culture are we running here? इस कमरे में नहीं बैठो, उस कमरे में बाहर निकल के बात करो, ये कोई सुन लेगा, फोन कुछ हो जाएगा. Is this a state? What kind of a state are we running? That I have to put my phone away, I cannot talk to anybody, इस कमरे में कुछ हो सकता है, उस कमरे में कुछ हो सकता है. What kind of a culture is this? So now that if the case is there, let's sort these issues out. I mean, what kind of culture is this that I'm scared all the time that somebody's recording me, somebody's watching me? What is this? So do we read and पढ़े ना वो 1984 George Orwell का the Big Brother is watching? What is going on? I mean, let's sort these issues out. Let's sort it
Everyone
out.
has become very fearful. Can I, on a lighter note, I was talking on the phone. This was not now, before, much before. Someone said, "Oh, your phone will be tapped." I said, "I hope so, so they can hear what I'm saying and they reproduce it exactly." So, आप आगे बढ़ें. Let's finish this. We can. Let's
मैं वो
reserve our comments.
हाई कोर्ट का मैं कंप्लीट कर दूं लाहौर का, फिर then I move.
Let's go through all the judges first.
Page 13 पे now I read. It is hoped from fourth line just to complete it.
लाहौर का कर रहे थे ना?
जी लाहौर का बस ये last paragraph है. It is hoped that the final verdict by the Supreme Court would go a long way to protect and uphold the constitutional principle of trichotomy of power by ensuring free and independent functioning of each institution organ of the state. It is also expected that the Honorable Supreme Court of Pakistan in its final judgment may outline a mechanism for redressal of individual grievances of the judges of the high courts and the district judiciary regarding any approach by the executive agencies in case such grievance is not being redressed at the local institutional level. In the proceedings undertaken by the Honorable Supreme Court, we hope that effective mechanisms may be put in place, preferably through statutory underpinning, which define and lay out in clear terms the parameters and scope of every aspect of the intelligence agencies and bring their activities under legislative and democratic control and oversight. Similarly, a meaningful system of accountability to redress complaints may also be established.
The Lahore High Court has not come with complete truth, I think so.
Come what?
Complete truth. इंटरफेरेंस की बात तो वो कर रहे हैं लेकिन खुल के नहीं कर रहे हैं.
नहीं, इनके साथ एक वो
या तो ये
लोअर जुडिशरी ने भी कुछ recommendations दी हैं.
That is very important actually. My lord has rightly pointed out. अगर आप डिस्ट्रिक्ट जुडिशरी की suggestions देखें ना,
जी sir. It's
they're
page
also
15.
very meaningful.
Page 15.
That's right.
I read out from paragraph number 1 onwards. Judges should keep a detailed record of instances of interference or intimidation with dates, time, and nature of such incidents and should report such incidents to the High Court for initiation of contempt proceedings against the delinquents. The judge in whose court proceedings interference has been made should also proceed against the delinquent under the law, including registration of criminal case under the relevant provisions of statute. 2. An independent oversight body such as Judicial Council or Ombudsman with authority to investigate allegations of interference and hold those responsible accountable should also be constituted.